Hello.
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
I'm
How are
good.
you doing?
I'm good, I
Good.
think.
Good.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Hi, Greg.
Greg! Daddy's here.
No, he's not. Nope.
So, I did not bring down any of my projects because my desk is covered in paint stuff and I didn't want to get stuff all painty.
Yeah, maybe we skip the what have we worked on because I haven't been working on anything.
I mean, I have been working on stuff.
Well, I'm sure you have. You do a lot.
Was I working on the baby sweater the last time?
No, you showed it.
Okay. So I finished the baby sweater and I mailed it. So I don't have
Oh,
that anymore.
yay.
And I sent
How
money
you doing?
to the Raveler who had the yarn that I need to finish Ren's sweater.
Ooh, nice.
And she is going to be, her plan was to put it in the mail tomorrow. So
Oh,
hopefully by the
bless.
weekend, I will have the yarn so I can start finishing the sweater.
Hell
Hello, Mom.
yeah. Hello.
So,
Hello, Danny's mom.
and then I worked on my podcast scarf a lot last night
Hmm.
during stream. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
for Chromatic Academy on Ink
On
and
Ink and
Lyre.
Lyre. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I was about to say the wrong name. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I haven't been crafting.
That's
I've
okay.
barely been reading. What have you been reading?
I've been reading a lot. I've read the books, most of the books for today. I
We'll
read the first
stick
one.
to we'll stick to mostly the first one.
Okay, so I read the first one,
Yeah.
and I'm like 82% of the second one, 80,
Hell yeah.
80 something percent of the second one. Um, I I have been going to my library,
Ooh.
which is fun. Except I didn't need to because I have like 400 and something books on my Kindle TBR and like 100 and something physical TBR in the house.
It's
It's fine.
fine.
It's fine. But yeah, I've been going
I,
to my library and I found. So I read a kind of cute. I, it. I don't know that I would call it a romance because it wasn't focusing on the romance. The romance was sort of a side plot. It was more of the friendship between the two women who
mm,
had romances going on. So,
mm.
but it was called Three Holidays and a Wedding,
Oh, cute.
and it was just really cute. It was just a feel good book, and that was what I needed at the time. So that was good.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay. So, seeing as we've already said, hey, we're talking about a book. What book are we talking about?
we are talking about oh, heart haunt havoc haunt heart. Oh crap! I don't remember the order of the three words. DB
Eh, Give me a second. Sorry, I
heart
have to look this up always.
heart
It's Heart
haunt
Haunt
havoc.
Havoc, right?
I believe so.
Uh, Heart Haunt Havoc. Yes. Sorry. Yes, we are talking about Heart Haunt Havoc. It's the first book in the Gideon testimonies.
Yep,
And what did you think?
I liked it.
Oh, excellent.
So it was the style was almost disconnected, or at least that's how it felt to me. Like just the
Okay.
the the voice of the writing, but
Mm-hmm.
in a way that it felt like a style. Like it didn't feel like someone who didn't know how to write. Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
it didn't feel like bad writing. It was just a very specific style of sort of disconnectedness that really worked for the characters, I think.
Yes. I think that's because we had a lot of flashbacks for Colin to
Yes.
like his previous love. Uh Sorry.
And I I'm generally not a big fan of flashbacks.
I think it works well with this one because they're not like huge flashbacks that take forever.
Yeah.
Um well, maybe we should talk about what the book's about.
I'm going to let you give that summary.
Why?
Because you're the
Cause
one who suggested
why?
the books.
Oh, so uh, Heart Haunt Havoc is about the non-binary bishop's house is possessed by their previous husband that they definitely murdered.
Okay, so you just gave away something that took for fucking ever to get to in the book, which really
Far
pissed me
fucking
off.
ever. The book is only 150 pages.
Okay, but relative to the length of the book and the way
They
they were
didn't.
working together, it was very
Yeah.
frustrating to me that Bishop was so not forthcoming about the information that would have been very helpful to Colin.
I mean, listen. They didn't know that it would be very helpful to Colin.
You're trying. Okay, so you've hired someone to come get rid of the spirit in your house,
Yeah.
and you
The
know that it's the
spirits.
spirit
Remember,
of
there's
your ex-husband that you killed.
listen. A, there was more than one spirit. Come on. And B, I mean, you're right. I'm not saying what they did was smart at all. I'm saying it was very, very dumb at times.
And I'm just saying it was very frustrating that it took so long relative to everything that was going on in the book
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
finally get that piece of information.
Okay. You know what? I'll let you have that, Danny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, God, Colin is an exorcist who was called by Bishop to help get rid of a spirit in their house. Spirit of their ex-husband.
But as we mentioned, that doesn't get mentioned for quite some time.
No, I have some frustrations with this book. That was not one of my frustrations. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatevs. The frustration I had with the book is when we get to unburying the body, exhuming the body.
Oh, by the way, as always, very, very spoiler filled zone. Uh,
Oh yeah,
and no, I'm not painting with my left hand. I think it's just I've got my camera mirrored so that
spirit.
it's not weird for me.
Hi Johnny. Yeah. So I did just really spoil. I'm spoiling this whole damn book. I'm sorry.
I mean, but that's what people get with us.
It's
You all
true.
know this that we are spoilers.
Yeah, we give you weeks to read it, and this is only 150 pages. So like, bruh. Anyway, so yeah. They eventually get rid of the spirit in the house by doing a ritual and locking it back. Okay, here's my beef with this ding dang book.
Okay.
So we're in the graveyard and they're just exhuming the body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it's winter in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, it took us 8 hours to do this." But then they get down in there and they just lift the lid. And I went, "I don't think that's how coffins work."
I don't know enough about how coffins work to know whether or not that's how coffins work.
They normally they normally nail them close.
I'm gonna say they're usually sealed as far as I was aware.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, "Oh, okay, that's not how that works." And then they were like, "And now we fill in the hole." And I'm like, "Okay, that's going to take some time,
I mean,
right?"
it's going to take just as long to fill it in as it took to get it out,
And it
isn't it?
didn't. It didn't.
Or at least
And
that's my experience with gardening. Maybe exhuming bodies is different.
I doubt it. TB speaks from personal experience. You know what? Listen.
What DB does in DB's spare time is DB's business.
Yeah, we don't like to call people out on stuff, Johnny. Come on, man.
You know,
Anyway,
you gotta have hobbies.
yeah, sure. Anyway,
I like to read and
um
paint. You like to dig up things. It's fine.
sure, that's what we're going to tell the internet. Anyway, so like they do this thing, they get the body and they fill in the hole, and I'm like, what are we gonna do with this body after we're done with what's happening? And like this part of the book took me way longer because I just kept going, logistically, this isn't how this is supposed to happen. And like my partner before they were my partner, watching I was sitting there reading it at the house, and they're like, if you don't like it, don't have to keep reading it. I was like, I like it. I'm just having a problem with this part of it. And this is like towards the end of the book,
Yeah.
right? So we get past the body. There's a bunch of other things that I will not say on stream that bothered me about this body as well. I'll tell you after, but your mom's here, so I don't want
Okay.
to talk about that part of it. Um, I think you can guess, Danny.
I'm trying to remember because I'm also partway through the second book,
Fair
and
enough.
so there's parts
Anyway,
about that body that bother me now.
oh yeah, there's a lot of things about that body that bother me
But
now
we'll talk
too.
about that later too.
We'll talk about that later too. Anyway, so they get the body to the house, they do the ritual, and what do they decide to do, Danny?
They put the
Oh,
body in the wall.
absolutely stupid with no lie, nothing to like make sure you don't smell the fucking body once it's decaying. Nothing. They put the body in the wall. They don't even know how to put the wall back very well. And I looked at this book and went, that body is going to be a problem. And my partner's like, no, the next book is about completely different characters because they hadn't read it yet.
Yeah,
They
no.
hadn't even they hadn't even read the synopsis for the second book yet. And I went, that body's gonna be
Yeah,
a
that body is a
freaking
problem.
problem. And so later we're like hanging out. They don't have the second book yet, and they're reading a synopsis about it online, and they go and they like smack my arm a little bit. And I go, what? And they're like, the body's gonna be a problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
body's a
body's a
fucking
problem.
problem. Where else would DB put the body? Where else would you put the body, DB? Maybe, I don't know, back in the fucking ground.
I mean, that seems like a reasonable place is to put it back where you found it.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. So help me.
I mean, that just is a general life principle. Is put the thing back where you found it.
Right. Like there it's not like the coroner was gonna go dig it up again. No. Put the fucker back. And then we wouldn't have had the shit that was happening in book two. Electric Boogaloo. The real problem. So the other thing is Addie was like, "Oh yeah, no, they'll just live in the house forever, and the body won't be a problem." And I went, "The body's gonna be a problem because they left.
Yeah.
They
At
left.
the end of the book, they go somewhere.
Yeah, they go
They go
chasing
traveling.
other. They go chasing other monsters because they're in love. They've only known each other for like a fucking less than a week, but hey,
I also had some problems with the romance subplot,
they
but
they do be in love apparently. Um, I don't know. I guess if magic's involved and you deal with demons and ghosts all the time, maybe you fall in love faster because you don't know if you're going to live or die. I don't know. But then we move on to book two.
okay, book two just the existence of it fucking pissed me off.
What do you mean?
I didn't like either of those characters. So
Oh,
we first meet Taylor.
Taylor, I think is
Taylor.
how you say her name. Yeah.
It's a fancy
Spelled
spelling
differently.
Tehlor, which is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
People be spelling their names how they be spelling their names. I'm not
Oh
gonna.
yeah, no. Taylor and fuck, what is his name?
Lincoln.
Lincoln. So Lincoln is the demon, is Bishop's ex-husband,
But
which
but we meet Taylor in the first book.
we didn't meet Lincoln in the
Well,
first
yes,
book.
but my point is we meet Taylor in the first book, and I don't like her in the
Yes.
first book.
No, no,
She rubs me the
no.
wrong way, just to
Because
start with.
she's a selfish little butt.
She is.
Um, yeah. So we get to know Taylor and Lincoln better. Taylor makes Lincoln like, okay, one, Taylor brings Lincoln back from the dead, which, listen, he was a problem child. Um, and then like he is her guardian now.
Okay, so this whole thing I feel like would have been a good one to listen to as an audiobook
Okay.
because there are so many words pulled from different languages. Like there's a whole bunch
Ah,
of Norse stuff.
Norse. Yeah, and Spanish because our writer is Latinx.
And I have no problem with people pulling from different languages. I love that.
Oh no,
But
yeah.
but it gets to be harder to read when it's a bunch of different ones.
Yes.
And on top of that, things like the spelling of Taylor, which is, I don't think that is a particularly Norse spelling of a name. I think that is
No, I think that's some
like a,
my parents decided to be different.
yeah. Which, again,
Which honestly, I think that might be the case because she was like a dancer as in her youth kind of thing.
yeah.
Um, but yeah.
But I feel
I
like this would have been a good one to have as an audiobook so that I could
well,
know more certainly how these names are supposed to be pronounced.
I will tell you, there is audiobooks. If they're not out yet, they are coming.
Okay.
Um, because I follow the writer. I've read the writers, all of the writer's stuff except for one book currently. Two, because the newest one of this came out
Today.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
today is release day.
Woohoo! I am so freaking ready. I'll probably buy it just so I can read it, and then my special editions will get here, and then I'll have double copies.
But yeah, I didn't like,
Taylor or Lincoln.
yeah.
No, they're not. They're those two not good people. Honestly, even Bishop and Colin aren't great people. Bishop did kill their husband.
Yeah.
Um, Colin might be okay.
Colin has his own demons to deal with.
Yeah, did we love the Critical Role mention?
That was fun.
It
It's just
threw
a
me when I read it. I was like, "Wait a minute, Critical Role? Oh, I guess this is modern times."
yeah. I don't. So I think I gave the first book 4 stars.
Like gasp. No,
Um,
that's pretty good.
I most of what I read is 3 or 4 stars.
Yeah.
Um, it was good enough that I wanted to read the next one.
Oh.
And like I said, picking up the second one, I just got mad because it was Taylor, and she was being a little shit right from the beginning.
Yeah,
And
she was asked to take care of their house and was like, "Nah, I'm gonna unearth your ex-husband."
yeah, I'm just gonna break into stuff. It's fine.
I mean, she had a key. My thing is Bishop, why the hell did you trust her of all people? You knew nobody else in the town to like check your plants.
Yeah. I,
You okay?
sorry, my Discord is being weird.
Oh,
That's fine. Just checking that to make sure it's not anything problematic.
do we need to take a
Nope.
break so you can?
Nope.
Okay.
I just was double checking that it really is. It was just a bot trying to message me about stuff, and
Oh, okay. Just making sure, because like I understand if we need to take just a quick break.
nope, it's all
That
good.
is what I got out of it. This got wait, hold on. There's a lot happening in chat. I haven't been paying attention because I've been talking. What are you guys talking about? Hold up. Let me pull this over real quick so I can see. Going up. Hi, Danny. When does Sam and Dean Winchester show up? They do not. DB speaks of personal experience. Hey, that what want me. But I do agree. Wasn't me. Ha. I get to make joke and Johnny takes the blame. That's because both of your guys' names are red. I love the fact that Danny's mom acts as a standards and practice committee for the stream. Where else would you put a body, DB? Back in the ground. From personal experience, exactly. Wait, is someone in love with the body? Yes. In love or in lust? It probably is that one. That is what I got out of this. This got weird real quick from DB's personal. Yes, okay. Caught up. Guys, calm down. Um, where were we?
Um,
Oh, you
I
don't
don't
like
like
Taylor.
Taylor.
Don't like Logan either. He's a
Lincoln,
shitbag.
yeah.
Whatever his name is.
I mean, but he's established as,
A shitbag? Yeah.
yeah, a problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like irredeemably bad characters, and both of them
You think
just felt like they
you
like
think I'm
being bad. They're in it for the power. They're not in it for any good reasoning.
I like it. I thought it was a different take on what we had seen from the first one.
Oh, it was
Um,
very different than the first one.
but like also freaking Lincoln.
Look, what did it for me and made me just mad at Taylor, and I still am not over it, is the fact that she went to the trigger warnings for animal abuse here. So if you don't want to listen
Oh,
to that, just cover
yeah.
your ears for the next few seconds. She went and like stole the body of a dead dog and took its head off to put on the guy's body. And that's just,
Yeah. Yeah,
and she had
I
no
am
problems with doing that. And I'm like, no, it's not cool.
yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I did not like that.
No. It gave me big icks. Big
I
icks.
I will say I'm very appreciative of this writer having trigger warnings in the beginning of their book. And they do mention that. Like,
Yeah.
that is one of the triggers that they manage. That was a whole 5 minutes ago, DB. Listen, Johnny, not everything's about you.
But but I am going to finish the book because I'm curious. And I'm going to read the third one because I'm curious. But I
Yes.
just it this second one is not getting as many
Stars.
stars. I believe it was a Siberian Husky, Johnny.
Uh, yes. Because if you look at the cover of the book, you can tell.
I gotta wait for my paint to dry now.
Well, wait a minute. What kind of dog? Yeah. I will say at least she didn't kill the dog.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, I get what you mean, Danny.
Like that's just one of those things that that makes you a not good person for me. And
Oh God, yeah. No, no, no. I
everything
will
else
never.
you do can be for the best, but I'm still not going to get over that and forgive you.
I mean, everything they do is not for the best.
No,
Nothing, nothing these two do are for the best.
no, everything that the two of them do is to get more power for themselves. Yes, Greg, this stream is literally partially, at least, watching paint dry today.
Uh, I will say, Danny, I think once you end the book, you'll be like, oh, okay. Not that you'll like them anymore, just that, oh, okay.
Okay, we'll see. Like I said I'm at 80 something percent. I'll probably finish it. Probably finish it tomorrow because they're not long.
No, they're 100 and like 50 pages, which all of Frida's books are, except for one of them,
Okay.
which threw me when I handed that book to Addie, because Addie and I like the same books and we really like Frida's work. And they handed me one that was kind of like it's not in the same universe, but the one they handed me was about angels and the one I handed them was about demons. And I expected those two books to be about the similar length. No. No, one of
Oh,
them was 80 some pages. The other one was like 300 something.
Okay, just a little difference.
Yeah. I am not happy with this. I'm probably gonna not finish this.
The painting?
Yeah.
Aw.
It's okay. I made a mistake and rubbed my hand all over the graphite, so my hand is just gray, which
Uh,
also means that the
Everything else is
canvas.
now gray.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
no.
that part always sucks.
Yeah. So, plus I don't like where I have thicker lines. I wanted certain places to have thicker lines, and I've really goofed it.
It's okay. Art is not about being perfect.
Isn't it though?
No, it's not.
Hmm.
Because if it was, I wouldn't be able to do it. I am too much of a perfectionist in many, many areas, and I would not be able to just finish a painting and walk away feeling it
Next.
was anything less than perfect. So
Listen, Greg, don't be a butt.
don't give us ideas, man.
Yeah, we will make you watch grass grow.
We'll have like a planting stream, do some
Danny will.
gardening.
Danny will.
So we should talk about our art and what we're doing.
Oh yeah, you're doing stuff with brown, and I've painted a wall.
So we've both chosen to do something related to stuff in the book, in the
Mm-hmm.
books. Um, they in the first one, um, Colin and Bishop go to the Moonstrike Nursery,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Where
where
they?
they meet Taylor.
That's where Colin meets Taylor.
That's where Colin meets Taylor. I think Bishop
Bishop
probably met Taylor there, not that
before,
first
yeah.
time, but like at that
No.
location.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Um,
Oh no! Everything's bad.
and it's a metaphysical shop, but also a plant store.
Yeah, basically.
And so my painting is going to have plants when it's done, but I'm just working on background now, and it's going to
I
be
don't know
kind of
why
abstracty art.
every time I do a thing on this channel lately, it's all bloody.
Did you get blood somewhere, DB?
Listen, you tell me.
Is that your blood or is it paint?
That is paint.
Okay, good.
Oh my god, could you imagine? How did I cut myself
I
with
don't know.
painting?
That's why I was asking it with concern.
Greg, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna force people to watch
Not until we
grass
run out
grow.
of other ideas.
Not until y'all make us real mad. But anyway, so yeah, the the second book has a lot more religious elements in it than the first one.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, the first one has some religious
some.
stuff. There's definitely things that made me laugh. With Colin pointing out that he's Catholic, and that's, clearly he's got some stereotype stuff going on, and that's fine. It was the sort of stuff that made me chuckle.
Yeah. The second one deals with like religious cult stuff. Um, which we won't spoil that one too much. I
Cults and
really
like
did.
mysticism and
Yeah.
that weird line between religion and fanaticism and
Yeah. There's some quite a bit of fanaticism in that though.
oh yeah.
I
And
don't even add words to this. This will be a fun little painting.
oh, you're gonna put words on it.
I was gonna say the body is a problem, which is a joke between my
I see. Oh, so you're making the wall that they put the body behind.
yeah.
I see. Because the body is a problem,
The
man.
body is a freaking problem.
But also, if someone leaves a body in their wall, just leave it there.
Also, if you leave a body in your wall, maybe don't leave the house right after said putting body in wall.
Yeah, you should at least wait till the cement dries.
Right? They do not know how to hide a body. The police would have found them so easily. I hope no one ever goes missing in my life because the police are gonna go, how would you know this?
So, we heard you talking about how to hide bodies appropriately.
I watch a lot of true crime.
We've got you recorded on the internet talking about it.
I just watch a lot of true crime.
Yeah.
I really like that though. Look at that, Danny.
Nice. Hi, Hershey. I am
Why
painting.
everyone knows immediately after hiding a body on the wall, you go to Texas Roadhouse. No, you don't, Johnny. Also, Bishop didn't even really like Taylor, so why the heck would they have been like, you know what, come watch
Yeah.
my house for
I was
me?
confused by that. I'm like, I didn't think that you guys really were, like, got
They're
along.
not friends. Yeah.
I mean, they called Taylor in to help with the ritual because Taylor is a witch of some sort. Turns out a, like, Norse witch, but.
Yeah, magicy. But like, come on, guys. I
And
don't really
also,
trust
she
her
recognized the magic in both of you just straight off the bat. Why would you put her
in your house.
alone in the house where you buried your magical dead ex-husband?
Your
This
lychee magical dead
this
ex-husband.
seems like a bad plan, my friend.
Yeah, but what do we know, Danny?
A lot, apparently.
I've known you for not even a full week. I'm gonna run off with you.
Yeah, so I read a lot of romance and a lot of like insta love where
This was insta love.
but without really knowing each other enough. Like during that week they specifically talked about how they were keeping secrets from each other and not telling each other the whole stories and
They only knew each other for a week. Like, I don't know if I don't open up my whole life to somebody. Now, I could understand if you're lonely and just want to do the do. Um, because people do that shit all the time, right?
right.
That's a thing that people do. But like they ran off together afterward and I'm like, "Okay, guys, calm down."
Yeah, it just yeah.
Granted, it is a short book, so
And I guess she needed to get them out of there so that she could
they
get Taylor in there to dig up the
they
body.
uh
Oh, sorry, they.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I've been reading a lot of books by female authors, and so I've been
Yeah.
just dropping into that unintentionally. Thank you for
No,
correcting me on
no.
that.
Yeah, of course. Listen, I want to meet this person one day. I want to get their pronouns right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because they've read all their stuff so far.
But yeah, they needed to get the pair of them out of there so that.
I think I messed it up. I don't like it as much anymore.
Oh,
Oh well, it's done.
and now I have to wait for more paint to dry.
It's okay. Yeah, they had to get the two of them out of there so Taylor could come in and resurrect the man.
Yep.
The man.
Hello, Hershey. I see you.
And they are not good people.
No, they're bad people. They're
Mhm.
both they've both admitted that what they want is power.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
all they're looking for.
Yeah. My other thing is what happens when Bishop and Colin come back?
Right? Are they not going to notice the lack of dead body in wall? Did they
Yeah, because it's
repair the
not.
wall?
Taylor did not.
No, I didn't think so. They did not repair the wall. So they're
No.
going to come home and find like the half broken wall and no body and go, "Oh dear. Maybe this wasn't the best
Oh
plan. The body
dear.
might be a problem."
The body is a problem. Not even might. The body is a
The body
problem.
is a problem.
You think Bishop's just gonna be all willy nilly happy wappy that their ex is back? They killed
No.
them twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do I know?
It's
Dumb choices have been made.
but they were well written, so I kept reading them.
Oh God, they are so well written. If you like their stuff, I will send you more book recommendations. Um,
Okay.
they are just as spicy as this one, or more.
And this one wasn't all that spicy.
The second one or the first one?
Either of them.
Both. No. There is some spice to them. Like they do be doing the do a little bit more than I would have expected for people who had just met. Especially for Bishop and Colin. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Like I said, the it was a very different style in the first book compared to the second as well.
Yes.
And
I'm
that
interested.
might be why I don't like the second as much.
Maybe.
I don't know. I said it wasn't
But also you don't like
I don't like the
Taylor and
characters.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that is really coloring my opinion of it is I really don't like these two characters. So that makes
Yeah.
it really hard for me to like the
The
story.
the nice thing is that the third book will be about, well, those characters will probably be in the book. It's not focused on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to see what happens, but and speaking of wanting to see what happens, I have to wait for the freaking paint to dry because I need to repaint this circle again because apparently the paint that I chose for that is not a high coverage paint and I need to repaint that corner once it dries. But then
I
I'm
am
going
just
to paint
covered in gray.
some leaves because
Yes.
because the Moonstrike nursery has plants and they keep
Yes, because it's a nursery.
yeah, but also a metaphysical shop. Like I was very confused about what.
I think it's mostly a nursery because because she works for a person, but I think she has her own metaphysical stuff in there that she uses.
Except in the second book, she is like making a note of things to buy with her employee discount. She buys the labradorite with her employee discount.
I'm wondering, okay, so I'm wondering if part of it is like used to just be a nursery and then she came in as an employee and was like, what if we did this too? Mainly so that she could get that shit herself.
With an
Because
employee discount.
that sounds like something she would do.
Yeah.
So, because she's not a good person.
No, she is not.
No.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Nope, 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 nope.
I have one more shade of brown and I want to put another blob and I don't know where to put the blob.
Dead center.
No. No. I'm leaning towards sort of a little bit up here.
That's kind of after I said dead center, that's exactly where I was thinking too.
Well, this would be dead center.
No. I said that as a joke there,
Okay.
and then I was like, no, probably more up.
Okay. So now I gotta wait for that bit to dry too.
Everyone know. Oh wait, Johnny didn't say more things. I already read that.
Hello, Hershey.
Dumb ways to die.
Do you want to come up? Do you want to come say hi?
I don't know what part you're at in the second book. That's what I need to know.
They just arrived at the revival.
Oh, in the woods?
Yeah. They have just arrived there.
Oh, no.
So should I read tonight once we're done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I'm close to the end. There's not much left to go.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
didn't realize that was 80%. I thought that would have been more like 90 or something.
no, it's like 82%, 84%. So, I mean, it's close to 90. It's right near the end. They are very confident in their abilities at this point. They're super confident. Like
Can't say anything.
Lincoln specifically says, "I didn't need you to do this. I could just come here and kill them all myself." Okay, that's a mood. That's not a thing I've ever said to anyone. I don't need you. I can kill all these people on my own. What?
Danny, that's because we're normal people.
Okay, that's
We
true.
don't have a dog head on us.
That is true.
Oh, and by the way, when I say these books are spicy, who do you think is doing the spice in the second book? The dog head man and the witch.
Yeah. But it seems to weird him out because he puts on his little pendant to make him human
Oh,
head again.
I mean, I would be weirded out by, I think the whole situation I'd be weirded out. Her, him.
It's just all odd. But,
Um,
I said it's
I guess get your kicks.
yeah, you do you.
You do you, boo.
I forgot how long paint takes to dry.
Yeah.
I should have done the underpaint before we started streaming.
It's okay. That's fine because we're running out of things to talk about.
Never,
Again.
never.
Again.
What I should do is open up our little thing
Our little thing
with
in the
the
middle of our street. What we're doing next?
yes, that.
Next time.
Because, that is a thing we talk about is what we're going to do next.
Yeah, we also
Oh,
we
we are not doing anything next. We haven't decided. We've
oops.
just got a big placeholder. Let me just double check with my chats to see if maybe our special guest is gonna be. No, I don't think that's the week our special guest is coming.
Oh, you mean with the dude?
Uh huh.
No, his is in May.
April 16th is going to be our next guest.
Who?
Ah, hold on. How did I get to full screen? You'll have to go look
Ma'am.
at the document.
That's not going to happen. I'm just going to be surprised day of if you don't
Okay,
tell me.
well, we'll talk about it off stream
Is
because
it the
I
one
don't
that
have
I set up?
No, it's one that I was setting up.
Is it with
We will
the
talk
book?
about it off stream.
Is it with the 18 book series?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
But we need to come up with something for next week. Hey, chat! Do you have a book that you want us to talk about?
You said that was April 16th.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're not talking about all 18.
No, 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 no. I'm just going to be in Georgia at that point. Which
That's
shouldn't be a
okay.
problem. Yeah, I
We'll-
just
we'll figure it out.
won't have access to all of my stuff. So it may be a craft whatever I have kind of day.
We'll plan this a little bit better after we're
Yes.
off.
Yes. What are we doing next time? Next time. Blah, 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 blah.
I just said we have
I
nothing.
know. That this is me prompting you to throw ideas out.
Oh.
So there is a book that I not just read, but read recently called You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. You want to talk about a frustrating relationship, Danny? Danny,
Did I read that one?
did you?
No, I'm thinking of a podcast about if I go missing, the white women did it or something. It's something different.
Love that.
It was really good.
But
Stop that.
that is a book that I think you would enjoy. Here's the thing. I read that book out of frustration. I just kept reading, going, what the fuck is going on? Because it's about
How
a woman who
how busy?
goes
What'd I do?
to an Airbnb and it's in a relationship with the guy who runs said Airbnb. And but like in like 3 days, she's like, "There's no secrets between us, right?" And I went, "There are only secrets between the two of you. You
Yeah.
don't know each other. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. People make choices.
I'm just like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm looking at the books in my list to see if I can come up with something. I've read a lot of really not great books so far.
Oh, that's not great. Dumb ways to die.
Although
So many.
I will say that what I am tending to do on Goodreads, if it is lower than a 3-star rating, I don't give it a rating
Oh,
because I don't.
you're a good person, Danny. You don't want to wreck that book's reputation.
Right. I mean, if it's just not for me, it's just not for me.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way.
If I am not the target audience, then it doesn't matter whether I like it or not.
We could talk about uh book talk drama next time and just knit and talk about the bullshit that's happened.
Okay. Do you have like book talk stuff to talk about? Because I don't have the TikTok, or
I can
I
find it
sort of have the
all.
TikTok.
I could find it all, baby. There's
Okay.
one where somebody just decided to review bomb a bunch of
I did hear about that one.
yeah. Did you hear that she's back?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, so that's what we're doing next time. We're doing all the book talk drama and we're going to
Bring
knit and drink tea.
bring your tea, baby.
We're basically going to gossip next week, and that's fine.
We're gonna be a bunch of gossipy bitches.
And that's fine.
And that's
Plus, everyone
fine.
needs to know about some of this stuff. Like, it's not okay for someone to do what that person did. Not okay
I
at
feel
all.
so bad for like the cover artist though. I know that person got paid,
Yeah.
but that cover was fucking
Gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Yeah. But on the bright side, it was really shared around quite a bit, so people saw what the cover artist did.
Yeah, I hope that they get more work.
So,
I can also talk about AI generated book covers, so there's a bunch of that going on too. So
yeah, we will discuss that.
I will make sure that I do homework over the
Okay.
next 2 weeks so I have notes.
All right, and I will drink tea and react.
That's what Danny and I should do. Our next podcast is me just gossiping with Danny
And
about
I
the
just get
stuff
to hear stuff.
on the internet.
DB shares things with the old lady.
Oh yeah, you do have TikTok though. You just don't use it, right?
Well, I've because of my job and stuff, I have TikTok, but I only
To
have
make sure
access to
people
it on a phone that only has Wi-Fi and has nothing else on it. So I've got
ah
an old phone that has Hershey, sit down, has TikTok and like a bunch of games because
fair enough.
then it's not connected to anything and I can't be tempted to buy in-app purchases for the stupid games.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's what we'll plan on next time. We'll just
Okay,
do a craft along and I will tell you the drama.
please. I'm
The
excited to hear all
the
the
tea.
tea. Give me the tea. That should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the week after that, we'll have to come up with something again.
Oh.
I know we keep doing this show, and we keep having to have
Mm-hmm.
like ideas and shit.
Yeah, we do keep doing this show. What are we doing, man? It's been what? It'll be 4 years this year.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, we like talking to each other and making stuff and
It's true.
hanging out with
We
our
just
friends.
keep forgetting to finish or not finish, but have ideas. Um,
I mean, we eventually get there. It's just.
yeah. I'll ask some friends too if they have any ideas.
But we are in our bookish era, so
Yeah. Let me tell you the drama. I'll make a bunch of notes. I'll also credit my sources from TikTok.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will say that I am tangentially part of a couple of book clubs. Um, there are people at my office who are doing a book club, which is weird. They get together like once a month after work at a restaurant and talk about the book for like 10 minutes and then just hang out and eat and drink, which is cool, you know, good for them.
As most book clubs do.
And then I'm also sort of participating. Ginny D has
Oh,
her
yeah.
Patreon group, and they are doing a book club there. Again, it's very casual. It is in Discord, so basically, one month you vote on the next month's book, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's just chats about it the next month. And so, if we wanted to like piggyback on one of those books at some point, we can do that.
Sure, there's some really cute, like, not D&D, but D&D-esque books out
Yeah,
there. Some really, like, ones about baking and orcs and stuff.
yeah,
Um, I'm always down for that. I just have to get the book and we'd have to give me plenty of time to read it.
yeah.
Because I am slow girl.
It's okay.
It's okay, but I am slow girl.
We do not have to be
Um,
fast. She says,
trying to think.
painting slowly.
But then we're covered for the following week, right?
Yes,
Because after that, it's a guest.
yes.
Okay, great. Hey, Alexa, turn off plug one. Interesting.
What did you turn off?
Can you guess?
Uh, no, because I wasn't looking. Was it your lights
Hey,
behind you?
hey, Alexa, turn on plug one.
Ah, yes, your lights.
But yeah, maybe we could do a
I'm looking in my want to read pile to see if there's anything in
yeah.
there. Ugh. I'm gonna.
What-
I've got a lot of shit in there that was like, these are books that everyone should read, like The Catcher in the Rye and
Oh,
Memoirs of a Geisha. I'm like, I don't know that I actually want to read a lot of these.
I've not read Memoirs of a Geisha. Of a Geisha. Danny's contemplating getting rid of some of her books.
No, I'm not.
You're welcome.
What?
I just turned on your mom's living room lights.
That's hilarious.
Alexa.
Good job.
Amazing.
Fantastic. I love it. Okay, girls, I have nothing for you. Get down. I'm painting. You don't need to be covered in paint. You're beautiful just the way you are.
You're beautiful. What if we did 2 episodes of gossiping?
That's probably not the best plan we've ever had.
Probably. No, it's not. You want to talk about a classic? We could read like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde
I mean,
if you've
good.
not read that one.
I don't think
Uh,
I have. Have you?
I did. Yeah, I have a long time ago. I've read Dracula. I don't think I've read Frankenstein. But it's so sad.
Is it? Oh.
I think it is kind of sad.
I have never read it, so I actually don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't read it either. You're beautiful. Trying to think what else.
And it doesn't have to be like a book that we talk about too. We're just in our
No.
bookish era.
Yeah. Did we actually talk about the proposal?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Yes, because I made the bookmark.
Yeah. With the towel and the iPad pod.
Yep. The old
What
school.
did I do? Oh, I don't think I did much because I was in pain.
Yeah, you were having a sore day.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Let me look at some stuff. Let me
I
go to my Audible.
was going to say, at some point we could talk about the Hitchhiker's Guide stuff.
We already did that.
Did we? Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We did that a while ago. Never mind.
Yeah, we did iPad cases.
That's right. And mine's still sitting over there because I have a different iPad case now
Yeah,
with a keyboard on it. So
mine too. A Murder to Remember.
what that?
It's a new release on from Audible, only on from Audible.
Hmm.
Looks like it's free if you have an Audible thing. It's narrated by two different people, actual people, and not their AI bullshit that they're trying to pull. And it literally just released. Oh, the Bromance Book Club.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there is a movie coming out um, based on the three body problem, which is a sci fi book that I read and I really didn't like. But I'm
Oh,
wondering if the movie would be better.
when's the movie come out?
It says 2024, so it'll be a
Oh, so
while.
not like now.
Let's look at books to movies 2023. So things that are already out.
True. I'm gonna add this to my library because
Oh.
it looks interesting.
Um, a lot of these I don't care about. I don't have any desire to read or watch Oppenheimer
No, I don't care.
or Wonka.
No, I don't care.
Lessons in chemistry could be fun.
Too much science.
Have you heard about it at all?
No. Let me look this up.
It takes place in the 60s and it's about a chemist turned cooking show host who helps female viewers realize that they can change their lives. It's very
Huh.
it's very cool, but it's now a series on
I
Apple.
have seen I have seen this book. I do not have Apple streaming, so
Okay.
it's not like I could watch it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um,
Let's see. Book to movie adaptations. That's what I want. It's just a whole bunch. 43 of our all-time favorites from BookBub. You know, I was just talking to someone mentioning that I have never read anything by Jane Austen.
don't make me read Jane Austen.
Have you read anything by Jane Austen?
I was a lit major, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The Wizard of Oz.
Are we watching that or are we reading that?
Whichever you want. The nice thing if we choose a book to movie is we can either read it or watch it, or if it's something that you've watched, you can read it, or if something you read, you
The
can watch it. So,
problem with Wizard of Oz is the original
oh, it's
movie
terrible.
is not
Oh, the movie
it's not
or the
the movie.
okay.
Judy Garland movie is not exactly like the
Oh
book.
no, it's very far
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. It's a great movie. Don't get me
It's
wrong.
like how the musical
Beautiful.
Wicked is really far off from the book Wicked.
Oh, is it? I don't know
Yeah.
that. I've not seen or read either of those.
I read the book well before the musical came out. And
Mm.
yeah, it was substantially
You're too
different.
young to have known that. When did the musical come out? When did the book come out?
I,
How about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? I no. I read those. I read the first one in middle school and watched the movie, and the movie bad.
okay, I'm looking up Wicked now because now I'm curious. So
Wicked.
the, of course, it just wants to give me the movie. So the musical is okay. So the book came out in '95, which makes sense because I read it in high school.
I was 4.
It's fine. It's fine. And the musical came out in 2003 ish. 2003,
I,
it was on Broadway.
I hadn't even graduated high school yet.
It's fine. It's fine. I was through with university. It's fine.
2003, so I would have been in middle school.
It's fine.
Barely a
But
teenager.
point being, I read the book
Yeah, yeah,
well
yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah.
Like, I
I
read it
just
probably when it first came out.
I didn't know when Wicked came out versus
Yeah,
when the musical came out, which was almost 10 years apart.
yeah. Because I read, I think Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister came out first. No,
Oh,
it came out later. Okay.
trying to think. I'm probably not gonna see the movie Wicked. I really do not care. Um, it's something that I feel like was very hyped up. Don't get me wrong, some of the music is great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's my cup of tea. Also, my sister ran the original movie into the ground. So
Ah,
there for a while I was like, fuck the Wizard of Oz.
gotcha.
Don't care about it.
Okay. Hunger Games.
Yeah. I've I don't think I've read those books.
Okay.
I know I've seen the first movie though.
Let's see. The Princess Bride was a book first.
We've already done the
Okay, I
Princess
know, but I
Bride.
really like it. I do it
I
again.
really like it too. We also have to remember that I am not a fast reader and I'm in the middle of a book, so
Right.
I don't want to do a book
Well, that's why I'm thinking we
soon.
could do a movie.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, why don't we do Hunger Games? Hunger Games has a lot of like artistic, like crazy stuff that we can look at when it comes to the Capitol and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like all of those really cool, like high fashion design kind of things. That would be fun.
Okay. So, do we want to then say for the April 2nd?
Inkheart was one of my favorite books.
Inkheart.
Hmm. They turned it into a movie. I've not seen the movie. The movie has Brendan Fraser in it,
Oh,
but I haven't seen it because I worry that they ruined it.
okay. I don't remember if I've watched that movie. I think I'm thinking of Dragonheart that I've
Probably.
watched.
Dragonheart is I've seen that one too. Very sad.
Okay. Okay. So, let's do Hunger Games. And we'll have
Oh,
to.
the movie was good. That's interesting. So Inkheart actually has 3 books. There's Inkheart, Ink Spell, and I think Ink Death, but I've only read the first one.
Okay.
Makes me want to think about reading the other ones.
Oh man, we could get into some like classic stuff, like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or
I didn't know that was a
Psycho,
book.
or Silence of the Lambs. So I didn't read Silence of the Lambs, but I
Mm-mm.
read Red Dragon, and that was
I
pretty
love
good.
that movie. I love that
I
movie.
didn't see the movie of that.
So good.
but I read the book, and the book was good.
Saw it with Nora. Who's Nora?
My nibbling.
Oh, okay. I didn't know your nibblings' names, and I apologize that I read that out loud.
That's okay. It was in chat, so it's cool.
And I also didn't say where they lived or
Exactly.
any of that. So,
Oh, train spotting. Ugh, that was a
no, I'm
thing.
cool. I'm cool with doing books to movies. I have not seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Neither have
I
I.
heard
I've
it's,
heard about it. Like it's one of those classics that
yeah,
everyone talks about.
yeah.
Apparently, the 1975 movie is extremely unfaithful to the source material.
That's with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Well, then there's Nurse Ratched, which is about the nurse from that movie,
Huh.
if I remember correctly, or from that book series. I don't remember which. It has Brendan Fraser in it, so I'd probably like Inkheart the movie.
Well, we can add that to a future episode.
Mm-hmm.
April
Mm-hmm.
30th needs something, so let's
Sure.
tentatively put that in there.
Do Inkheart. It's all about bringing characters. I'm. Let's see. Oh,
And the episode after that, we'll be talking about the thing that I don't want to read, so we'll see how that goes.
talking about the thing you don't want to read.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to read it. Make you go crazy. I don't want to read it.
Listen, if we lose our minds because of it, everybody will understand why we didn't do an episode that day. Or if it's just you and Dan.
So, Dan, I didn't read this.
And DB isn't here.
And we've lost DB, so, this is your fault.
I don't know what craft we're gonna do with that. We are gonna have to, so I'm gonna tell you this. I'm probably gonna have to wrap this up soon because my little sister is begging me for a book and I have to find it.
Okay.
She is like, I need to read Misery. Pretty sure you've read it.
Pretty sure she's read it?
Yeah. That's another one we could do because the movie is so good.
That's the one with Kathy Bates?
Yes, my lady. I am in misery.
You know what else we could do is, Stranger Than Fiction. Have you watched that movie?
I love that movie. It's probably the only movie with
Will Ferrell?
yeah, that I actually like.
Same! I'm not
Yeah.
usually a big fan of his, but I really liked that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to be in a very specific mood for most of Will Ferrell's movies, but I really enjoyed that one. But also has like Queen Latifah in it as well. And oh God, who is the main woman?
Was that Emma
The-
Thompson?
yes,
Yeah.
Emma Thompson. But yeah, I love that movie.
Because
I haven't
that
seen it in
totally fits
forever.
with the whole bookishness.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. I haven't watched that movie in such a long time though.
Same. I've got it on. I think I've got it on DVD. I don't think that's one that I have on VHS.
No, because I think it came out later than VHS.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that I still get on DVD, even though Blu-ray's a thing.
I know, but I mean, I think that VHS was done after, but before that movie came out, because it came out in 2006. I am in misery. I'm gonna have to find where I can watch this movie though. On the YouTubes, is it? Do I have to pay for it on the YouTubes?
Probably.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
It's the YouTubes. They like to try to make you.
Sometimes you can rent it or you can watch it with commercials,
Oh, true enough.
but no, not on that one. Is it on Prim? I am in misery. Oh, it's $4.99 to buy right now on Prime.
Oh, for $4.99.
Yeah.
That seems like an excellent little deal.
Normally it's $7.99, so like,
Yeah, it's not a huge deal, but still
yeah.
cheaper than,
Ain't nobody.
or as cheap as renting it, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah. I think it was 3 something to rent it.
Yeah, if it's only like $1 or $2 difference between renting and buying a thing, I'm gonna buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a digital thing, so at some point they may just take it away from me. But guess what? If I've only rented it, then I had it for even less time. So that's my logic there.
Yeah. Alrighty, friend.
So we're gonna call it, are we?
I think so, because we've gotten plans set up.
We do. We've got
I finished
plans.
my painting that I'm not very happy with, but whatever.
I have part of a painting, but now I have a plant.
You have a plan, and also that looks like a very calming painting.
It's feeling very chill.
So whenever you have stressful day, you have a thing to keep working on, you know?
Yeah. Nice little
Yeah.
bit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for joining us. It was nice having you here.
Yeah, hey, remember everybody, go buy Danny's patterns.
Oh, yes.
The pupper still needs the pupper stuff.
Yes, we've talked to the vet, and they don't
Yep.
technically have their schedule for April yet, but we are tentatively booked for the first week of April.
Yep.
Hi, baby.
So
Yes, I know we
so
all met
do
you.
that thing,
Please.
please.
And until next time, happy crafting, and we'll see you later.
Remember, mistakes were made.
Yeah, they were. Bye.
Bye.